Hi, I'm Toms Zacharia. I'm a solutions architect with OpsLevel, and today we'll look at some cool new features that were brought into UI customization. So when we talk about UI customization, there are three pages to keep in mind. One is the dashboard, which is the landing page for you after you log in. The next is the teams, right? So for each team, the team has its own page. So if you look at this particular team, which is growth, uh, the team will have its own landing page, right? There is that, and then there is the components. So when you talk about components, the components themselves have a page that you see by default when you look at a component. In this case, the service has summary, operations, relationships, all these different tabs, and all these different widgets that you see as part of individual tabs. So where do we do these customization? You will see them, or you'll find them in settings and customization. When you come here, you would see that you can create new component types. This is where besides the default service, you can create other component types. You can edit existing components, associate, let's say, icons or colors. So we have this new cool feature where you can have different icons and different colors for different components. So when you look at a relationship diagram, you can kind of differentiate them. So this is one cool new feature that we introduced. And when you talk about a component itself, and when you go into the layout, here is where you can customize the layout for that particular component. So if you choose edit layout, you can turn on or turn off individual tabs. And under each tab, you can kind of rearrange or add new widgets. So it is in these widgets that we now have some really cool new features. You might have already seen GitHub pull requests, and GitHub issues. We also have what we call single value. So obviously, the objective behind the catalog is to have the single pane view for everything you have in your development or landscape. And if you want to focus on an individual, let's say, data point, you can use the single value widget. You will notice here that we already have an example that is kind of tailored for a service. This takes in a GraphQL query. So this is where you can run any GraphQL query that is supported by OpsLevel. And in this example, we are looking for total passing checks. So that data point is highlighted as part of that particular widget in the summary page. The other one is the pie chart. Again, here you can bring in a combination of values to create a nice new pie chart. As soon as you create or open that dialog box, we already have an example that you can start working with to make that easier for you. So these are two new cool features with respect to UI customization. You can also rename these particular tabs. So if you want to rename the tech docs to, let's say, something else, or if you want to rename operations to tools, you can do that here. So that is how you do that on the component layout. You can also do this on dashboard or teams. Now, again, when you go to layout, you can edit layout and add new widgets. Again, you have the same kind of choices here. You can also execute an action. But what you'll see here is that when you open that up, the example is tailored for the use case for a team. So in this case, bring in responsibilities or ID for that particular team. So these are the new cool features. It will be, I guess, interesting to see that in action in one of the components. Let's pick this up. You will notice this pie chart here. You will also notice this that there is no data for this particular code issue severity. But here is another example for that, highlighting that single value, right? So this is the last committer value picked up, and this is the number of open code issues. This is how the pie chart would look like. This is probably not the best example, but I think this will give a good baseline to figure out how you might want to rearrange your widgets or customize the UI for OpsLevel. There you go. Thank you.